carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In the stage 2 tune Tata Altroz I Turbo. This car comes with an audio system over 4.5 lakhs. If you are talking about the car, this car is stage 2 tuned by Cord 6 and it has a full system exhaust. This is India's one and only Altroz that comes with a carbon fiber coat, steering and A-pillars. So let's welcome Agile Garage bro. He's the owner of the car. So let's talk about the car.
So I got it in February 2023, that is this year.
Okay, so why an Altroz?
So in the market there was only three options. One was Polo, the other one is i20 and the third one is Altroz. Polo, there was no new ones available, so I had to rule out that option. Then i20, personal choice, I was not in favor of the new design, I always liked the old design. Then the third option was Altroz, I had to go for it. And in case of rear space or the rear seat space, Altroz was really good because it's a family car. I always travel with 5 people, and yeah, that's my choice.
Bro, can you explain about the driving experience?
So personally, I've been very happy about the driving experience. Mostly, I've been doing long distances. When I say long distance, Kerala to Bangalore, Bangalore to Goa, and then we have done Chennai. A lot of long distance rides, and then it has been very nice. After doing such a long distance, you don't feel tired, you're not exhausted and all of that. You just get on with the rest of the day. So in terms of driving experience, it has been very good. Yeah, that's about it.
What made you to go for tuning?
That's a good question. So personally, this is my first car, I would say. And then I've been seeing all the hype about stage 1, stage 2 and all of that. So I wanted to personally experience the feeling of how a tuned car will be, and that's the only reason I tuned the car. It's not like I had a specific reason of racing or gapping someone on the road or nothing like that. It's just I wanted to feel how a tuned car will feel, and that's the only reason I tuned it.
Okay, after tuning, what was the gain you got? You have
So,
gone for the first stage 1 plus or stage 2 itself directly?
so it was a direct stage 2. There was no stage 1, stage 2. It was a direct stage 2. Um, the difference was quite noticeable. Since this is a turbo engine, it has a sports mode, and in the sports mode, it is exceptionally doing well after the tune, right? Even before the tune, it was good, but now I feel it's like really powerful. A lot of people have the misconception about the naturally aspirated engine with the turbo engine, but with the turbo engine, it's extremely powerful.
Okay. That's why you opted for turbo engine.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, cool. After getting the car, what was the first mode you had done?
So when I took the delivery of the car, I took it directly to grid 7 and changed the tires and alloys because I was not happy with the alloy design as well as the tire size. I wanted better grip and a wider tire. So that's the first thing I did. So I guess the car did like 10 or 15 kilometers before the whole tire and alloy was swapped. After that, I got the PPF and ceramic done. So this one has a diamond ceramic coating. Right now in the market, it is graphene, but this is ultra diamond, which has a warranty of 8 years, and it's almost thick as a PPF. So the front bumper and back bumper has PPF. Rest everything is ceramic coated. After that, I got the seats completely redone. So it is molded seats, which looks like a bucket seat, and a bit of cushioning is added to give that extra comfort while on long drives, right? Along with that, I also did a complete damping. So damping is done on the floor, roof, doors, the boot, all of that is completely damped. And the first stage of audio was done, which included a three-way active
Ah,
system, and yeah, that's the first round of modification.
let's talk from the front itself. What all mods have been done right now?
So the first thing that was done is it's completely dechromed. So this portion of Altroz is always in chrome, and the logo is in chrome. So that was dechromed. Then the next thing is I did a carbon fiber bonnet. This is completely carbon fiber, made out of a material uh, which is used on the F-77 fighter jets. The bonnet is made by aerospace engineers using aerospace technology, so it's not imported from China or anything of that sort. The brand of the material used is called Hexel, Hexel. Anybody can Google it, and then you will find out the properties of it, right? Then after that, I also did light upgrade. So the fog lights has LED bulbs, and the high beam has LED bulb, and the indicator bulbs. It is a switchback DRL where the complete indicator bulb was removed and a bulb with a ballast is added. It will act as an indicator, and while running it will act as a DRL as well.
Nice.
All the carbon fiber bonnets in the market available right now with the vents and all that jazz is imported from China. It is not this strong or has the same color of weave and all of that. So the imported ones have carbon fiber on the outside, but if you ever notice one of the bonnets, it will always have fiber inside. So the bonus that is available in the market is just for show, but this is absolutely not for show. This is completely for weight reduction. So you can see it's a complete carbon fiber inside as well as outside. And if you see the weight, I'm just lifting it with my finger. I can also show you something. I can just lift with my pinky finger. It's that lightweight.
So, bro, let's talk what's under the hood.
Okay, so to talk about what's under the hood or the performance, this is a stage 2 tuned engine with a full system exhaust and a valvatronix. The spark plugs are also changed to NGK plugs. One disadvantage right now in the market is you don't get a filter upgrade for Tata Altroz, which is kind of disappointing. But considering the fact that this car was not built for performance or maybe for people to just ride it enthusiastically, they didn't come up with the filters yet. But we are in talks with few brands to come up with the filter, which we are expecting quite soon. So it's a stage 2 tune, full system exhaust, NGK plugs, and that's it. So I always get questions on Instagram asking how the DRL and the indicator bulb is turned on at the same time. So this is not a stock indicator bulb like I mentioned before. It's a switchback DRL. It has a ballast that is inside and the bulb. So while running, it will always be in white color. But if you put the indicators, it will turn to orange. If you ask me the cost of it, this will cost you somewhere around 7,000 rupees just for the switchback DRLs. But the good part is when you're running, this DRL and this will light at the same time.
Coming to the sides, which are the current alloys right now?
Okay, so this one has a GTR Pro 17-inch 8J wheels. The stock came with a 14-inch wheels, and the tire on it is Yokohama Blue Earth GT tires, which is I believe it's 215 45 R17. In terms of performance, it's a very nice tire. I will vouch for it because I've done really high speeds, lot of guard sections, and you can do high speeds on corners. Like I've taken guards in about like 80s, 90s, fast moving corners around 100, 120, and things like that. So in terms of tire performance, it's very nice. Now, if you ask me about the disadvantage, since the alloy is upsized and the tire profile is reduced, while going from Thrissur to Bangalore, somewhere in Dharmapuri, there was a huge pothole. My left front alloy fell in it, and then yeah, I had a bend on the alloy, and yeah, but we got it fixed. But that is the only downside. If you fall in a pothole, which is really deep, then yeah, you tend to damage the alloy.
That's only demerit you have
Yes, that's the
using this
only
thing.
demerit. But other than that, I'm very happy with the
Happy with
alloy
it.
and tire performance.
I can see carbon fiber on the mirrors too, right?
So to match the look, We also gave the same material here as well. So this is also carbon fiber. There is more carbon fiber in the interiors, which I'll show you.
Coming to the right side, what are the updates you have done here?
So in the rear, we have kept it very simple. Uh, removed the Tata Altroz logo, dechromed it, and what is there inside is what it all matters. So outside, it's pretty stock, nothing major. But let me show you inside.
Guys have to know that this costs around 4.5 lakhs. Bro, just explain about this.
Okay, so this is a completely redesigned boot. We have taken the stepney out because the current alloy is 17-inch and the stock is 14, so there's no point of keeping it. So we took the complete stepney out and used that space to build a subwoofer box. It has a Rockford Fosgate P2D4 woofer with a monoblock which is under the seat, and the complete area is redesigned with a very thick acrylic which is around 20 mm, so it can hold up to 200 kgs. That means even though it is designed this way, we can keep a lot of luggage. Like I mentioned, we always travel with 5 people, which means 5 suitcases. It has enough space to put in 5 suitcases without blocking the sound, I would say. And it has 3 different lighting systems which can be completely customized in terms of color, design, pattern, all of that.
Another major update is it comes with a valvatronix exhaust and it is a full system exhaust. Bro, coming to the interior, what are the current updates?
So the first thing that you will notice, it's completely blacked out. When I got it as a stock car, it was black plus a cream combination, which I was not in favor of. Uh, an ideal question that everyone will ask is, why not wait for the dark edition? So when I was taking the car, there was a waiting period of like 4 to 6 months for the dark edition, and I had an immediate requirement where I wanted the car right now, and yeah, so it's the only color available, and this was the only option available, so I had to go for it. The other ones that you will notice is mainly the steering. So it's a completely carbon fiber steering with a rev limiter. It also shows other information like fuel percentage, engine temperature, etc., etc., because it's connected to the ECU. Then few other updates are, you will find this infotainment system. It's an Alpine infotainment system which has all the features that you would need on a day-to-day basis. Plus, it's a high-res audio, so the output from this gives high-res audio output. Then other things that you will also notice is the carbon fiber A pillars and the three-way active speakers that is mounted onto the carbon fiber A pillars.
For the ambient light and all?
So it's a Cardi system. I don't remember the exact model number, but I believe some K7 or something like that. It's a complete ambient light setup that includes all the doors, and even in your leg space, you can see there are bulbs connected. All of this is connected to the app, which can be adjusted. Even here, it is Cardi lighting. Then mainly other major update that you'll see is the seats. It is done by a company called Binu Seats in Cochin. They took all the seats, added more cushioning, added more style to it, and then they stitched it back and put it into the car, which I really love. Like I mentioned in the video, I do long distance drive. Even now, I came from Bangalore, and I've never faced any back pain or any other issues. It's very very comfortable, and I would strongly recommend if anybody want to get a seat upgrade as well.
Bro, can you just break down the cost of the car?
Okay, so in terms of cost, so the major cost was audio. Since it was done as 2 separate times, it costed close to 4.5 lakhs plus. Then the next cost is the carbon fiber. All put together, it's around 1.3 lakhs. Then the next cost is the tune and full system exhaust and all that. That costed around 1,10,000 or 20,000. Then the next cost is tire and alloys. That was like around 90,000. Then the seat costed 28k. Then the steering is already included in the carbon fiber cost. So that's the average. And then there are a lot of small costs. I believe the lighting upgrade costed me somewhere close to 15,000 or something like that. Then the 7D mats, uh, and few other small things like dechroming, etc., etc. So the, let's say roughly about 50,000 for all the small cost.
Okay.
I believe when I've totaled it, it costed more than 9.5 lakhs overall for the modification.
Bro, can you share some long drive experience?
Um, so in terms of long drive, see, after the seat upgrade, the music upgrade, and the full body damping, uh, I would say it is extremely good for my liking. Um, I've done like long distance. The longest that I've done in a single day was around 800 kilometers, and it was never tiresome or there was not any struggle of that sort. Pretty good. Um, One thing that I would say as a disadvantage is the steering itself, right? Even though people love the steering, all of that is there. For long drive, it's not a comfortable steering. When I say it's not comfortable, it's only because it is hard, because carbon fiber is a very tough material, and on top of that, this is Alcantara, but not a soft touch Alcantara, which means, when you're holding this for like 7 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, or 12 hours, after a certain time, it's gonna start hurting all these areas, your inner palm. That is the only downside. But other than that, driving for hours together, I have enjoyed my long drives in this car.
Before tuning, what was the mileage you were waiting?
Um, Very good question. I would say it was anything between around 12, 11 in the city to, let's say, roughly about 16, 17 on the highway, and then it can give more. I am not a slow driver, I would say. Most of the time, I like to be on the higher RPM side. So, considering that, I believe, yeah, that is the average. It can be between, let's say, 11 or 10 to between around 16, 17. And after the tune, it's quite obvious that you start revving a little bit to hear the exhaust note and all of that. Because of that, within the city, the least that it has went is it has gone till like around 8. I have seen 8 kilometer per liter in the city. When I say city, it's Bangalore city. You can consider the traffic and all of that. On the highway, the best that I've got is always in Kerala highway, because you have a speed limit of 80 kilometer per hour. Considering that, I used to get like 19, 20, 21, and all of that. A sweet spot on the highway above 120 will give you somewhere around 15, 16. This is the mileage figure. So it's not like consistently, I cannot say that it's like 12, 13, and all of that. This is the range. It can vary between 8 all the way to 21.
And about the stability?
So the car is pretty stable. Like I said, I keep my car at a very high RPM limit. Uh, have done quite a lot of speeds, taken it up till 180ish, I would say 170 plus. Uh, and I've taken a lot of turns at like 100, 120, and all of that. Because of the wide tires, it holds on. So I strongly recommend the tire that I put on this car. But I will not recommend you doing such speeds on stock tires, because the profile is smaller. So a major role is played by the tires and the alloy in terms of stability. But other than that, the car is stable and planted. Never had any issues at higher speeds.
Bro, what are the useful features and some of the demerits you have noted?
See, for a normal person, I would say for this price, you get a lot of electronics features in this car. When I say about electronics, it also includes the stock audio, which is like Harman Kardon, and then you get the steering mount controls, you get touchscreen, etc. All that. You can see other review videos for that. But for the price, what they give in terms of electronics package is very, very nice, which I strongly appreciate Tata for doing that. Uh, and in terms of demerits, right? Something that Tata could definitely improve is the fit and finish inside. When it comes to dashboard or anything of that sort, the fit and finish, there's like huge gaps somewhere, and then there are irregularities in certain spaces and all that. This is also reflecting on the body parts outside. Certain body parts has space where you can almost fit your let's say pinky finger and all of that. So that is something that I would say Tata should definitely improve in terms of fit and finish. um, I have had really bad feedback about service, but honestly speaking, I have done 3 services, and till date, I have never faced any challenges. So it's going to become 20,000 kilometers. So which means I've done my service, that is in Bangalore and Kerala and all of that. Never faced any issues with the service team or the service itself. They have been pretty good in that terms.
സോ ഇന്നത്തെ വീഡിയോയും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു എന്ന് കരുതുന്നു. ലൈക്ക്, ഷെയർ, സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ഗൈസ്. സോ അജയൽ ബ്രോ, താങ്ക് യു. Thank you for giving your car and explaining each and everything regarding your car. Thank you.
Anytime.
So, one question for you. Why
Yep.
an helmet?
That's a very good question. I'll give you a few reasons. One, I don't wish to reveal my identity on social media. Uh, this is just to protect my privacy in my personal life. And
Okay. So, പുള്ളിയുടെ ഇൻസ്റ്റാഗ്രാമിൽ ലിങ്കും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഞാൻ ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്ഷനിൽ കൊടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഗോ ചെക്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഔട്ട് ഗൈസ്. ഭയങ്കര ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് ആണ്. ഏകദേശം ഒത്തിരി സൂപ്പർ ബൈക്സും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ പുള്ളി ഓൺ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വളരെയധികം ഇഷ്ടപ്പെടും. അപ്പം ബ്രോ, താങ്ക് യു ഫോർ ഗിവിങ് യുവർ കാർ വൺസ് അഗെയിൻ. ബൈ.